I'm not sure if you can hear me. I hope you can. Can I flip this? I need to flip this. Oh, that's better. So, basically, this is a behind the scenes of how I made the Blocktales fanmade thing. Sadly, I made this a while ago, didn't post it, and the camera has bugged out. Only the zoom thing, the zoom out and zoom in are added, but this is the camera rig I used to make those side-to-side movements. I won't be able to show you them because correct. But this animation is 900 has 922 keyframes and goes until 440 frame. So yeah, I think this is actually a shorter version. Am I crazy? Apparently I'm not crazy. Wait, yeah, I am crazy. It's a bit shorter actually, but yeah, I'll just be showing you how I made it. So for the actual character itself, I had pre-animated all of its moves, walk, everything. So here are all the animations I had for it. The ballpoint was gonna be. Wait, can you even see my mouse pointer? God damn it! Now I'm wondering. Do expect swearing. I do swear in these videos. Okay, you do not see my mouse pointer. God fucking damn. Do you see my? I'm going crazy now. I'll check. Post editing if I even edit this. Post recording, whatever. These are all the animations. There's two idols, this one and this one, as you can tell. This is the walk animation. It was actually one of my second walks I had ever made, hence it being so, how do I say this? Booty dog shit, bro. This is one of the idols that did not make it into the final video because it was booty dog shit. This did make into the video, and these two abilities also did. I'm really proud with how this one came out, seeing as I had actually never tried fighting scenes before. So I'm actually really happy how both of these came out. Both of these are about a second or so long. Holy moly is a second long, and a second 30 seconds. Wait, no, 1 second and 30 milliseconds, and this one is 1 second 0.45. 1.45 seconds. I have actually never made a long form like this, so I'm actually kind of scared of how this will come out. I hope it comes out good. Otherwise, that's not good. But yeah, I'm on my first these videos. I don't usually do these videos. Okay, so yeah, you can see my mouse. Okay, ignore the fact that the thing just turned like that for a second. Anyways, back to the behind the scenes. I'm procrastinating or something. I forgot the word. So it starts off with this cool zoom. There's no camera movement because, as I said, the camera fucking bugged out. My character over here actually has no animations whatsoever, except for at the end. But you know, whatever. This is the guy we'll actually be focusing on. So at the start, he just has his normal idle. He actually tilts forward a little bit because apparently, whilst I was recording, my dumbass forgot to add a keyframe before the first before this keyframe. So he just starts fucking tilting like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, no, whatever. Okay, then here is where the walk animation plays. It actually doesn't look that great, honestly. And here we can go frame by frame, if I remember how. I think it's K and J. So, yeah. He goes up, and then the hit animation starts. As you can see, the particle thing actually starts a bit before he actually hits. Because, it was kind of bugging out when I first started making it. because wha-bang. Yeah, see how it starts a bit early? Because it was kind of offset. Luckily, I got it right. So, 1 second. And then he actually hits. I wanted to do an impact frame here, but I've only done them a couple times. So I didn't really want to, risk it turning out bad. This backwards walk actually turned out so horrible. I wanted to remove it first time I was making, but I ended up keeping it just because I am too lazy to reanimate it. Then the idle starts playing again, and this is where he starts tilting. Let me just fix the tilting to save my own sanity. I'm pretty sure there was meant to be the idle 2 part in here. And then the second animation plays. Same thing here. He moves. This time he does the second one, which is also a kick. Again, particles start a bit early. And then, yeah. He moves back, very, very distorted, kind of. And then he does the actual second idle animation. There's not much I can say about this animation, but I can say it did use stop motion. There were some parts like these blue. Okay, so all the brownish grays are constants, which basically means they don't have linear or smooth movement. They just cut, cut, cut to the keyframe. These blue ones are actual linear movements, which means they're smooth. See how when I scroll through this, it actually moves? That's because the blue ones are linears. If I were to turn these into constants, or none, it would actually have to wait until it hits the keyframe to move there. A big thing I see a lot of people get wrong, even I got this wrong when I started, was they tried to make complex things. Like trying to do multiple characters at once. Which, newsflash, takes way longer unless you're only animating one character like I did here. No character movement? Yeah. But they also just immediately try to learn, like, linear movement, which is good, but using easing styles from the start is actually a really good way to learn posing, which, if you don't know posing, you don't know animating. Especially with 3D animations. If you can't pose, you can't animate. If you don't have good poses, your animations will turn out more sloppy than sloppy joes. Okay? But yeah. Also, a problem I see a lot of new beginners do. I also still do this. It's they. What's the word? They. God damn it! What the fuck is the word? They judge. I think they judge themselves too hard. They think that, oh yeah, they get demotivated from big creators, good animators when they see them. Like you could be watching a new beginner, could be watching one of Zoder's or Zilgo's videos and get demotivated because their stuff isn't as good as those people. But that's because those people have been learning and practicing animation for years. And this shit, like you need a lot of mental capacity to actually learn how to animate. Because if you don't want to learn how to animate, then you're not gonna learn how to animate. Like, if you're being forced to do it because you want to make something or get famous, then you're not gonna learn that quick. You're gonna get demotivated so quickly because you because it's tiring to learn posing and linear. All linear. All linear is so important in Roblox animation. It could make or break your animation. Using styles are good, but if you do all linear, it turns out overall smoother. Although it's harder, it's smoother. Work harder, get better reward. This is the depth part, and I basically just did these stretch lines, which you can do here by selecting 2 frames, going here, stretch. But the reason I'm saying all this is because if some random guy gets motivation or wants to learn animation because of my videos, then they watch this, they'll have a couple tips from me. Even if I'm not the greatest animator out there, I am an animator. Here I used all linear movement to make this fall, and I will say this could have turned out way better, but oh, for fuck's sake, man. Roblox Studio needs to update. Whatever. Let's hope it doesn't update mid-video. But I could have done way better on this. I was just so tired from animating because it's fun unless you work too much. That's another tip. Just take breaks in anything, any type of work. Even like a big project, like schoolwork or something. If you take breaks, it just helps your mental health, and you get a break, you work harder because you got a break. If you keep working non-stop, you're just gonna get tired so quickly, and maybe even just quit. Now, I know this was meant to be a behind-the-scenes video, but I'm also just trying to get some tips. But yeah, I'll give some different camera angles of this fight, like this fan animation. So here's one camera angle. If you want, you can skip over this, because I'll just be giving a bunch of camera angles. Also, originally, I wanted a ball to fall from up the sky and hit this guy's head. Then he would grab it and throw it at him. But I was just so mentally tired. I hadn't taken a break, and I just didn't have enough capacity to make that. I just thought, I just want to finish this, post it to TikTok, and get on with my day. Or, no, not TikTok, YouTube. And then I ended up never posting it. Until now. The same day that I actually posted this, the same day that I made this behind the scenes video, I posted the actual video itself, so that's something to think about. One thing I always try is to make walk animations or jump animations. I just try to make movement, because in my opinion, if you don't get good at walk animations, when you start, you're just gonna be so used to making other animations that when you try to make walk cycles or run cycles or those things, it'll be really difficult. At least for me, it was. Anyways, back to the camera angles. Here's one. The sun is blinding. Oh my god. Let me remove the sun rays. Ugh. Completely forgot about this fucking thing. Squababble dabble. Singalabble. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now top view should be nice. Nice top view. Oh my god, I'm so used to just randomly going on my phone and doom scrolling. I was about to do that. I can't do that. I might get copyrighted. Not like I get monetized from this. Don't have credit card yet. Yeah. I think that's all the camera angles I need to give. But yeah. There's also the map. This is the map. The map is basically just this wall, but constantly adding random pillars like this one, this one. I specifically used the base plate style because I personally really like it. Nice. Yeah. There's this big R7 guy whose head looks really cursed from the side, but you don't even see his head, so. Originally, I was planning to put like an army of dummies around here, like behind this first wall. And I also wanted to animate them, but I didn't do that because that would require a lot of copy pasting. So yeah. Another thing I want to mention is the fact that this wall actually doesn't span that far. Into the camera. I made sure that I wouldn't have to make an entire area. I just did like some, like, oh look, a line of walls. Can I see it in the FOV of the camera when I move? No. Then I move on to the next one. Saves time and is overall better. Shading to the camera can also be used in animations. Like, if you're making a part where you can only see the character's legs, you don't necessarily have to animate the top part. Or if you only see the character's head and arms and stuff, you don't have to animate the legs. This saves time and yeah, time. That's all I can think of. Also, I have 2 marbles from Ramune Japanese Soda. Thought that was cool to mention. Actually, I have a lot of animations here. Not a lot that I want to mention, but I do have a couple. This is a behind the scenes video, so I don't really want to mention them too much. But let me just say this. Anything that has more than 6 limbs, or is not R6, if you're an R6 animator, will be very difficult to animate. And this is my proof. This looks so buns. Oh, the walk is so much worse though. Honestly, the idol, I don't mind the idol. I like it. And that, I made that for another game. Apparently, that model was just a silly thing they made. This is the other game's assets, and they also made some of the vendors. But let's get back to the point. God, I really like throwing my stuff. Oh yeah, that's my asset library right there. I think I'm done here. Some other things I'd like to mention. If you want to do camera animations, if you ever want to do animations overall, and you want to add cameras, use wait a second. Use a camera rig. Camera rigs are so amazing because with the normal Roblox Studio camera, you can move and stuff, but you can't exactly move like around yourself. Like when I try to move and a 360 like this, but just down, by just going down, it just does not let me. Because there's like a barrier or something. It's weird. That's why these rigs are so useful, because not only can you add like these cool, like these screen covers, let's say, it looks really nice because, okay, I'm not gonna go through the effort of showing you, but basically, just imagine it as like, half of your vision being pure darkness, or in those movies when they want to show a very cool part or something, they put over a black overlay. It's basically that. Also, rates are just way more useful when it comes to movement. I think that's really all I have to mention. Particles are also very useful when animating. How long is this video right now? 21 minutes. 21 minutes. Wow, wow, wow. I did not want it to be 21 minutes. But oh my god. Yeah. In case you haven't watched the previous video, I'm gonna quickly pull up the video and we can talk about it. Oh, whoopsie, whoopsie, daisy, whoopsie, 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 daisy, whoopsie, whoopsie, daisy, or the booty, basic, daisy, window. So let's just swap windows and go to media player. So I have the video on file and we can talk about it because I think it's something, in my opinion, that is interesting to talk about. It's not full screen. Not full screen. Let's make me a bit smaller and start the video. So as you can see, the camera immediately kind of like zooms out as it turns. Yes, I immediately have to mention this. Also, this box is in Roblox Studio. I did not use any editing to make this video, and I did not add any sound because I was a bit lazy. Anyways, the letterbox is actually really bad. So yeah, as you can see, the camera moves like to the side, boop, 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 and a little bit of a shake at the end. Then it moves back with a bit of a shake. And it's also a bit glitched here. You can see it still moving a little. Keep on doing that mistake. I had to go fucking mountain climbing. Not like that. Then it moves again to that same side. And this is the part where I started getting tired. No, right here. 16 seconds. Where I started getting tired and just did not want to work on this anymore. The camera was way more quick, but that was only because I made the animation itself quick. I think that could give people motion sickness. I don't know. Maybe not, but basically that's how the animation looks in real time. And I think I'm done here. I think I am. So, yeah. I'm probably done here. Might make more of these for my upcoming animations. This video turned out way longer than I expected, but you know what? At least I made a normal video and not a fucking live stream for the fucking. By the way, I checked my fucking YouTube studio analytics. I had 71 live streams. 71 live streams. Like, I did not think it was that many. I thought it was like 10. Wait, no, not even, no, 10 would be too low. 30. Okay. No, it was 71. 71? Well, um, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh, that's silly. That's silly. I like that. It's silly. I'm a fucking retard. Yeah, that's all I have to say for today. Bye. Have a good day and goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.